This is NOScast here,
Welcome to NOScast.
episode number 29. 29. So itchy.
Yes, sir.
It's what today's date? January 5th,
Yeah.
2024. So,
Yes, sir.
how has your new year been for the last 5 days?
It's been all right. Just been chilling. Um,
Out of school. Don't go back
yeah.
for like another week, I think.
I start back next Monday.
Okay. I think my sister
Um,
has like a week still left.
I
10
gotcha.
days.
Yeah. Just been working on project with Trent. Um,
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
not too much. Just been
Okay.
chilling.
So, the next subject. What is your New Year's resolution for this year of 2024?
My New Year's resolution for this year, 2024.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it much. Um,
Do you have any goals you want to accomplish? Something
oh, for sure.
to change in 2024 that you fucked up in 2023 or you didn't get around to in 2023?
Um, I don't know. I plan on
Girlfriend, maybe? Like,
No, I'm not planning on a girlfriend. I
okay.
wouldn't plan on a girlfriend because that's a stupid thing to plan on.
Okay.
Um, but
Well, I wouldn't say girlfriend's a plan, but like, getting a girlfriend, I guess you could say.
no, I'm not. I'm not
Okay.
after anything right now.
Okay.
Um, but what I would say, I don't know. I'd probably just try to be more productive through the week
All right.
overall. Like by an amount, I don't know. I'll think about it more. It's definitely something I'll think about for like the rest of the weekend.
Okay. Alrighty. Sounds good. Alrighty. Well, my New Year's resolution has really came to another thing after the last 5 days now. Like, I've kind of
Okay.
showed you what's been happening. My viewership has
I told
gone.
you, yeah, I told you about like how you could build up using what you're doing and stuff. And
So if anyone has doesn't know or been not paying attention really, I've been playing Among Us, and my viewership has gone up 700% from what YouTube has said to playing Among Us, and I've gone to 100 subs or 115 now if you want to be technical, 115 now, and it's just going up and up and up and up and up. So I don't know. Doing. I still plan on doing like the Nos stream funny moments and Nos arcade and all this and
right,
Noscast of course.
don't bring yourself out on Among Us. You don't want to be solely Among Us, right?
Well, no, but as of right now, my viewership has really gone up
It,
from playing Among Us,
oh, for sure.
and it's kind of like, well, I don't want my whole entire fan base just to be Among Us fans, Like, I want to have an equalized amount of just every. Of.
You want them to be in like into your personality less than
Yeah,
like the game you're playing. You want them to
exactly.
want to
Exactly.
watch you, not the game.
And as of right now, I feel like it's more me playing Among Us than anything because how I'm getting these viewers is playing Among Us and
Well, it's only been like two streams of Among Us,
four
though,
four
hasn't it?
streams, four streams.
Four.
It's been four
I gotcha.
streams, and how I'm getting these viewerships is not just playing Among Us. How I'm getting these viewership is advertising my YouTube in Among Us, as if how you can type shit in the chat of Among Us, because that's how you
So you're
interact.
literally pulling from the Among Us player base.
Exactly.
Like you're literally just pulling straight up Among Us fans,
Yes, exactly. That's
which is
what.
not what you want to be doing.
Well, no, but at the same time, you gotta do what you gotta do at the end to get people, and that's how you get people is to put your YouTube on that shit to get people to
Advertise,
come.
like yeah,
Yeah,
it's advertising.
advertise, and it kind of, I would say, if I'm just like a regular person just gaming, I would say that would get annoying, but at the same time, you gotta do what
You're
you got.
not.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do at the end of the day. Like, I can see how it can get annoying because I've gotten to, like, servers that people don't want streamers up in there. You know what I'm saying? People don't
Right.
want streamers up in there, and
They'll ban you.
they'll ban you, whatever. And I already have a moderator in my stream. I already made someone a moderator in my stream because he's been begging like this whole entire time. I can't be a moderator. Can't be a moderator.
Is
And
it that first guy that was there from the beginning, or no?
no, 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 no.
No.
It was a different
Did he
dude.
ever come back,
I don't think he ever did.
or do you
Not
even
from.
remember who he was?
To be honest, I don't know who. I don't remember who it is, and I haven't seen him come back. So, to be fair, like, but I've kind of like gained a real from the last 4 videos I've did. 3 of them have probably gotten to 100 viewerships from the last 3 videos I've did. The first, or I think the first one was like is at like 90 something, but if you round up, it's 100. Like, come on now. But at the same time, like it's been 2, but if you round up the third one, it's 100. If you want to be technical, like tomato. But at the same time, I'm literally pulling from the player base, pulling viewers from the player base, and I'm getting traction on YouTube by people just typing Among Us stream or Among Us whatever, even though that's not in my tags at all or anything else. People just pull up Among Us stream and my YouTube account pops up, I think.
Right, and that makes sense because that's what you're streaming.
But at the same time, I don't take Among Us serious
Seriously,
at all. Like, I'm literally just playing it just
you'd
for
be like
fun.
everybody's worst nightmare
Like,
if they're trying to play it seriously around you.
yeah, like if you're trying to play Among, and there is people from the last 4 days that I played, or 4 streams that I played, not 4 days, 4 streams that I played, there has been people that do take Among Us serious. And it just seems like very stressful and very, because like, I don't know how you can be a sweat in Among Us. Like, I don't know how that could be a thing, because it's very just a nonchalant, natural game you just play is just an Among Us game. Like, that's just how it looks. It's just you just play. Like, it's, I don't know how
But
you.
you say you run across a lot of sweats in Among Us.
Well, I wouldn't say sweats. I feel like there's people. I'm putting sweats in another term that probably doesn't mean sweats. There's a lot of people that. So I'm streaming, and I get a lot of people to come to the servers I am because I'm streaming, because they ask me, "Can I join the server? Can I join the server? Can I join the server?" And and they find out this account is streaming the game. So they go join my stream because I'm in that server. You know what I'm saying? Because, and they use it as stream sniping. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
they're doing it to go against you. And if that, like, if you're really trying to garner an audience, they might follow you to other games, like,
Exactly, and
just to do that.
that's
Like,
exactly
people
what.
doing it for that reason? Yeah.
Well, I think it starts off as that reason, and then I don't really know for sure, and I guarantee you, people that are gonna watch this NOScast are gonna watch my videos, watch this, because I did, like, before I was on the toilet, and I just advertised my funny moments in NOScast in the community page of my shit, like literally the link to the YouTube account. So they're gonna
Okay.
see this. They're gonna see this video one way or another. They're probably gonna see this video,
Hopefully,
and
right?
well, I would assume so. If because I advertised my Discord and someone that subbed to me actually joined it. So actually
That's
two,
good.
but at the same time,
So are
I'm
you
not
gonna like?
really.
Are you planning on running like a Discord channel or Discord channel
Well,
for your followers?
yeah, I'm just not really like focused on it per se. Like it's just
Do
what.
you need help managing it?
Well, there's only two people, including me.
I know, but if it as it grows,
Yes, I'm gonna probably need help managing it for
because
sure.
like,
Like,
how many channels do you have on it and stuff? Like, do you have like multiple channels for like activity?
it's just the one channel and then the general voice channel. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you know,
Right.
I don't have
You could like
really.
break people down into like tiers and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
I could do that too, which I'm gonna have, once it gets a lot bigger, I'm gonna have a lot of activity going along in that Discord.
mhm.
So, but that being said, like as I look on YouTube, because I don't think um what's it called? I don't think everything has been uploaded to to the YouTube yet, as of like YouTube standards and in YouTube uh viewerships yet. I'm not totally sure, but as of looking at the stats and whatnot for my channel for not streams, what did that just say? 2 days ago, looks like your videos are getting more attention. 5,000 view huh? Okay. Oh, so holy shit.
What is that?
Holy moly. So as of lifetime viewership, I've gathered 5.4K views and 181 hours of
So
watch
that's your
time.
lifetime as a streamer, like for your
Yeah,
streams.
yeah, yeah.
You got 1.4K views. That's, and
5.4
you've been 5.4, and you've been doing this for how many years now?
for a while. For a while. I've been doing it for a while. I don't know how long, but I've been doing it for a while. For a couple of years now. But now it's starting to, the tires are starting to tread. You know, the tires are
Hmm.
starting to keep, catch traction.
Right.
So, as of January, or as of January, I've gathered 383 views, 44.6 watch time hours, and 19 subs gathered, which I'm at 115 subs, but I've 19 plus subscribers. Let's go with that. 19 plus subscribers as of January, and it's the 5th day. So, and from playing Among Us, so 54, so 52, 53, 54, and 55 are mostly 47 views, 89 views, 102 views, and 131 views, and still counting. So, you put that all together, that's 383 views so far. That's a lot
For this month, for
for
the
this
last,
month,
so
not
for the past 5 days.
for the past 5 days. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, we were talking about this on the phone, which we should not have talked about and just talked about on NOScast, but it's it's kind of whatever at this point. But if I keep going the way I'm going as of right now, I'm going to get, so my New Year's resolution as of right now is to get 500 views. No. I don't
You're
know.
trying to get views or watch time?
Oh, I'm thinking about view. I'm saying views, but I'm thinking about watch time. Um, I'm for my New Year's resolution. I want to get 500 watch time in 1 year. Was as of right now, I'm gathering that
500
as
what, hours?
hours,
Or like,
hours, hours, hours watch time in 1 year. And as of right now, I'm gathering watch time very, very quickly. And
at the moment,
at the moment,
right?
at the moment,
Because it could change
it could
really. Like it could be exactly what you want, or it could like just be a moment, you know?
which I've gathered the watch time in 1 year in 5 days
Hmm.
that I
That
did
you,
last year than I this year. So
mhm.
I got to put my standards a lot more higher now because I'm gathering stuff very quickly. Now, viewership, I don't know what I can do with viewership because viewership, I'm gathering that very quickly too. Mostly every video I put up so far has been gathering almost 100 viewership. Now, that contains of how long I do live stream for now because I am gathering it, but it is amount of how long do I live stream. I can gather this many, but how long does it take me to gather that of how long do I live stream for? You know,
Right. And how long do you think is the good amount?
I can't say because
Yet, or do you?
I can't say yet because I'm still figuring out because it kind of varies between how long I live stream because it's not like I gather it takes a minute for the viewership to come into play. You know what I'm saying? It takes a minute. Like it
Right.
doesn't just the minute I start live stream I start gathering viewership. No, no. It takes a minute for it
Of course not.
to start catching the traction and start, going. Because I can live stream for 4 hours. But in that 4 hours, how long does it take it to get to that mark within those 4 hours? You know what I'm saying? If I can
Exactly.
shorten it, live stream shorter, but gather at a faster rate, then that'll be the difference. But if I have the live stream longer to get those stats, then that's when all that comes into play and I have to figure out my time management with everything. Because, yes, this stream is happening right now and it's almost 5 o'clock. I do plan on streaming. Did I say this NOScast is happening as we speak of right now, not stream.
Hmm.
And I do plan on streaming after. How long do I have to stream to gather 100 viewers in one sitting? You know what I'm saying?
Would you say like so 1 hour? How many viewers like are you getting? So on average for the past month, right? How many streams have you done in the past month? One or two?
So we're talking about
Those just the
January, right?
past five. Yeah, just January. How
So
many streams have you done so far this month?
I've done a lot actually in the past month. Let me see. Because I was playing Halo for a bit actually. Um, let's see real quick. If we go to the channel, so whoa, that's not it. So 5 days. So starting, if we start with Happy New Year's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I did 6 videos in the past month. If we start with Happy New Year's,
So 6 videos, 6 streams.
yeah, because I did I did a Happy New Year stream, which that was the 31st of December. So we start with those. I did 6 streams overall, 6 streams.
How long were those streams?
So number 50 is 51 because my internet went out. and then
Okay.
51, and then my internet came back on right after. It's
Did
almost
you
two
start
hours.
with the? Is that the first one of the month? The the Happy New Year stream?
Yes, so if you put it together, it's over 2 hours.
Okay, so Happy New Year stream 2 hours. So that's two out of the six.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes. And
are the
then
streams like on average an hour?
no,
Like
no,
three
not it.
hours
On average.
for the past 5 days on average.
I would say
So you take the summation of all of the time
yes.
and then you divide it by the.
I know. I know. I really can't tell because this stream is 3 hours. This stream is 3 hours. This one's almost 5 hours. This one's almost 4 hours. And then, so I'm guessing 3 hours. Average is probably like 3 hours.
So you're guessing 3 hours.
Yeah, averaging
So
probably
you're getting 3 hours and you're getting in like how many viewers
a
on
100.
average per stream right now?
As of the last what 4 Among Us games I've done, or 4 Among Us
And you
streams I did, I've gathered the last probably 4 of them, 3 of them are actually at 100.
like 100.
Yeah,
So out of the past four, three are actually at 100. One's 99, right?
one of them is like 89,
Hmm.
and you round that up, that's mostly like 100. I would say so myself. So the last 3 of them are at 100, and then the other one is like 40 something or whatever the fuck. So the Among Us game, I did
So
the
you'd
first.
say roughly 3 hours is Little Garden
Yes,
gives you
yes,
100.
yes,
So
probably
are you just looking for views or are you looking for watch time?
a little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
Hmm.
Because views, I mean, yeah, more eyes, you're gonna like a little bit of both is what you want, but like for what's like real, like getting
I
attention would be like watch time and then like
yes,
average watch time.
and also I wanted the watch time and the viewership to kind of balance out per se. You know,
That's how you want it. If it doesn't balance out, that means some people are just leave a lot of people like you have a lot of people just not watching the whole thing if it doesn't balance out.
but here's the thing though. It kind of comes to, so from what I've gathered and what I'm thinking about when I'm
And the longer it is, the less likely it's going to be to balance out.
exactly, and from what I'm gathering as of playing an Among Us and getting people to look get to my stream and watching it, and it's more like the reason why they're watching it is because I'm playing Among Us with them. And then once, like, let's say this server disconnects or whatever, they do follow me over. So if I do, like, they ask me just create a server, because the how it gets to is I go into other people's servers, get all these people, and then make another server. But ends up where the other people that did own that server leave, and I becoming the server host. So I don't end
Mm.
up having to make my own server. I just make that my server and call it a day. But
You know how to make your own server?
yeah, I do. It's quite easy.
Yeah.
So what comes to it is some people will just watch it because I'm playing Among Us. Or I really don't know. But some people watch it because I'm in their server, so they want to watch it just because they want to see if I'm the
They
imposter or
want
not.
to stream snipe you. They're trying to stream snipe.
Exactly. But the modder that's on YouTube, that's in my stream, has made a clear point, is so everyone can have fun because yes, I'm streaming, and it kind of ruins the fun for someone that is the imposter that just snitch on them, and then the game's over with, and then they don't get to be an imposter, and just ruins the fun for everybody. Which I understand that too, but tomato tomato. To not
Right.
say anything, to just, if you know the streamer is the imposter, don't say anything. But then, like,
But what if everybody is watching the stream?
exactly. So if everyone's watching the server, which 9 times out of 10, everyone that's in their server is watching the streamer, know that I'm a streamer. They know them, I'm the imposter, and everyone's just like, well, like, they kind of just act stupid. They act dumb on purpose because they don't want to snitch me out. So they're like, well, it can't be Nos. So who, like, you know what I'm saying? It kind of gets cringy a little bit. So just like, well, they're not gonna snitch me out. And some people are like, well, when the game starts, I turn off the stream, so I don't know who the imposter is, or so I don't. If he is the imposter, I don't know it's him. And some people are like, well, yeah, you could do that, but then you don't really have to do that. Just don't snitch him out or whatever. Or if he knows who the imposter is, or if someone snitches out in the stream who the imposter is, don't snitch it out. And the moderator was like, yeah, there's kind of a difficulty to get around this because if he's the imposter, we kind of all have to act dumb. Just so he can have a good time being the imposter. But if he kills you, you like, it's kind of, it's dumb. It's stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of retarded a little bit that I really can never be the imposter if I'm streaming.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? The only time
But
that,
that's also kind of like the issue with you specifically trying to stream Among Us to garner an audience, right?
yes.
So like because there is a streamer mode on there where people can't just join off your stream that are watching the stream, right?
Yeah, doesn't it like
It takes the invite code away in between matches, so you don't see the invite code on
mhm.
screen.
Yeah. Which, as of right now, if I start gaining like a big audience, like,
You'll turn if I would too, because that would get really annoying. You wouldn't be able to moderate that shit if you left that open.
well, yeah, and like a lot of people like, well, that's cheating. Not the streamer mode, but you streaming the game and everyone's basically watching it. Everyone in the game or everyone that's in that server, or most of them that are in that server, are watching the stream. So you guys talk to each other off Among Us chat. You talk to each other in YouTube chat to figure out who the imposter is. So you gather all the clues and whatnot while everyone else that's in the Among Us game, is trying to figure out, regularly. You know what I'm saying? So everyone is using my stream video as a tool to gather more information to see who the imposter is. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right, right.
So if everyone's talking in the YouTube chat, because I try to get everyone kind of like who's in the YouTube chat to talk in the YouTube chat instead of talking in Among Us chat, because it kind of gets very confusing. Because I'm looking on YouTube chat, I'm looking at Among Us chat, and I'm trying to gather all this information, which is kind of making me kind of confused a little bit. I'm like, like, who's the fucking imposter at the end of the day? You know what I'm saying? And other people are like, well, that's cheating because they're using your video as a tool to gather the imposter. So whoever the imposter is, they're gonna find out like a lot easier because they're using your video as a tool. So they want to get you out. They want to kick you out or ban
It's
you.
pretty much unfair for everybody not watching the video, but as soon as everybody is watching the video,
It's
it
not
immediately
on.
becomes unfair to you because then everybody knows you're the imposter.
Yeah, and the 4 times I've streamed, I probably became the imposter on two hands. I'm never the imposter. I'm always the engineer or scientist or a crewmate or whatever. I'm almost never the imposter, which is kind of crazy and kind of funny at the same time. And when I do become the imposter, everyone in the server that knows I'm streaming and knows that I'm an imposter just acts dumb. You know, because they don't want to snitch me out. You know what I'm saying?
What happens if they were to snitch you out?
Then I get kicked. Then they all vote me, and then I'm not the imposter. And then I just get to sit there and just become a ghost.
And you'd rather not be a ghost?
Yeah, basically. Like, I'd rather not be a ghost and just like when I'm just a regular crewmate, like a scientist or engineer or regular crewmate, I get to like, do my shit. Like, everyone's like, well, he's not the imposter, so he's out of the equation. Everyone that's watching it on stream, but everyone else that's in the server that isn't watching my stream doesn't know that to tuition.
Yeah, streaming definitely changes up the entire meta of Among Us. Because, like, the game is not designed with streaming in mind.
Exactly.
Well,
that's why they put that streamer
with,
mode.
like, voice chat in mind, right? It's not even designed with voice chat in mind, is it? Or does it have voice chat?
No, it doesn't have voice chat. Now, I don't know Among Us VR. Among Us VR could be different, but I know that I haven't tried Among Us VR, and I kind of want to try it. I feel like that I get motion sickness. So
yeah, you get motion sickness too easily. Like, I love VR, but it doesn't bother me. But
I like VR too, but I only can do it on my off days because if I go on VR, bro, I'm just be fucked the whole time. Like, I'm gonna get off and be,
poker?
Huh?
Even with poker?
Well, I feel like poker's different, but even with poker, still kind of gets a little crazy. Cause like when I'm on it for even on it for a while, I start like when I get off of it, I can tell like I'm just like fuck, like I kind of feel drunk a little bit. I'm just like damn, I gotta like chill the fuck out a little bit. Right. So like even with poker, I kind of get a little bit, and you're just sitting there chilling the whole time, but. I don't know.
It's not as bad sitting there chilling for sure.
No, it's not.
You definitely wouldn't be able to handle like a race, like a spaceship or type racing game where you're like flipping upside down and like not just like roller coaster. Like you get like super speed flips and shit that are crazy.
What really needs to happen is I think what you said is the frames per second that they need to bump because that's the shit that's making.
I know yours has a higher frames per second than mine. I don't know how the third one, because the third one just came out.
Well, there's the Pro, isn't it? The Oculus Pro or some shit.
There's the Oculus Pro, which came out before the third.
Yes, but the third is better than the Pro.
Yeah, in some ways. There's like trade down. It's like how some ways the first one's better than the second one, but like really the second one's better than the first one in most ways. But like when it comes to like the screen technology they use, like the second one has higher resolution, but the first one's still using OLED, so the color range is better on it and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So I was thinking about getting Oculus, the Pro, but it's like $1,000.
The Oculus Quest 3 has a lot of the stuff the Pro has. A little stuff that it doesn't have, like it has color pass through. The Pro doesn't have color pass through, which is like a really cool fucking, like, when you go to pass through how it's all black and white.
Mm-hmm.
It's not all black and white on the third one.
So, to be fair, what is the point of getting the Pro when Oculus 3 has everything?
Well, the
Pro has AR. The Oculus.
The Quest 3 does too.
But isn't the Pro's AR a lot better than?
It does have like the sensor setup. The Pro is just made up of more expensive technology. They cheapened out, so they kept a lot of stuff from the Pro and cheapened out in other areas. Just how they upgraded the Quest 1 to Quest 2. They upgraded it by making it better, but to keep it the same price, they downgraded in other areas.
So, okay. So you know how like you tell me like Xbox does not make any Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo don't really make any money off of these
Mm-hmm.
consoles because what they're really worth is now what they're selling them for. You get what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Is that the same way for the Oculus then? What they
Um,
sell them for is not really what they're worth. They're
I would
worth more
say
than
what
what
they're
they're selling.
selling for. So imagine like you're literally strapping a cell phone to your face. A cell phone that's running two screens at once. That's like the Quest.
Mm-hmm.
That's the type of technology it's running. It's like phone chips and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a phone strapped to your face.
Yes, exactly.
So do you imagine it being like $1,000 cell phone you're strapping to your face, or does it feel like a $500 cell phone you're strapping to your face?
To be honest, I don't know. I
Does
don't.
it does it feel like today that if you were to strap a $500 cell phone to your face and one of those like older school like VR headsets, because like it obviously has sensors for like doing the VR stuff and special technology that phones don't have to do it, but it's on the inside, it's pretty much just a phone, right? Um,
Well, yeah, yeah. Um, to be honest, I don't know. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know. Like, it does feel like a phone because didn't Samsung do like shit? I'm trying to remember. Cause remember Kalen? Remember my friend Kalen?
mhm.
Okay,
Yeah,
so he was Android before he became iPhone. Okay, and Samsung is
right.
Android. He had a Samsung phone, and they literally Samsung advertised this phone to be VR ready. Oh,
Right, right.
okay.
And that was like
So
back
it came.
when like that was all popular and stuff.
That was before even I think Oculus was even around. I think
Well,
this is
Oculus was around, but the Quest, like that was
the
probably
pop
before Facebook bought them.
probably yeah. Anyway, so they gave you this headset, okay,
Mhm.
and you attach the phone to the headset. It wasn't
Right.
it's not like the Oculus where it just comes. No, you put the
Yeah,
phone on this
phone
like little
inside of it.
yeah, and then you put the headset on, and like let's say you go to like a YouTube video or whatever that there's some YouTube videos that have
The
VR,
3D.
the 3D
Yeah,
or
the VR.
VR shit, and you it's mostly I think roller coaster for sight, and you just watch it while you're like you're there, and I feel
Mhm.
like that was the point of making you feel like you're on a roller coaster when you really aren't. You're just you're watch
Yeah,
you're
that's the beginning. It's like
yeah.
nowhere near, and the technology that was like old. That's old. So like
Yeah, that's old, but that was like the
in the
beginning of like
yeah, and the VR headsets have a lot of those same sensors. But like it's running, it is running Android. It's running a modified version of Android,
Oculus.
but it's specific. Yeah,
Okay,
so it's
I
running a
thought so.
modified version of Android. Um, and yeah, it pretty much just has sensors that, and its operating system is specifically a VR operating system. So it's a VR version of Android.
Okay, now that makes sense because I think everything's Android. I would say so, right? Everything's mostly
Well,
Android.
Android's open source, so like I could go make my own version of Android if I really wanted to.
Exactly, but what I mean by like shit isn't basically like Xbox and PlayStation Android in a way too, but and
No, no.
okay, I could be like really butchering that then because they're consoles. So how would
Right, right. But like Android is like a mobile operating system, right? Just like iOS is a mobile operating system. Like now, like technically, the Mac, because the way they changed their chip setup, they could probably say they're running iOS on it. But before that, before when Intel was running it, the Mac OS wasn't iOS. That's a completely different operating system. When they were running Intel, pretty much the Mac and Microsoft are pretty much were pretty the same, but not really. Mac is a lot more like Linux, so like Ubuntu or like Fedora.
Really?
Yeah, so Mac is a lot like Linux, which Android is a lot like Linux, which Linux is a lot like Android, which Microsoft is not like Android, except Microsoft now is. There's an Android emulator built into Windows now. So like it's weird,
Really?
but it's yeah. So like Microsoft is not Android. Linux is more like Android, but Microsoft has Android like kits and stuff built
So,
into it now.
so like now, like you say, Android's open source. I feel like
Mm.
everyone kind of uses Android in a way. You know
Well,
what
have
I'm
you ever
saying?
used a Kindle?
Huh?
Have you ever used a Kindle?
No, I've not used a Kindle.
No. Well, a Kindle is Android.
I knew Kindle was Android though. Like I said, like my brother used to have this Samsung tablet, and
Mm.
this is when even Apple was in the game of tablets, and my brother had a Samsung tablet, and that was Android. You know what I'm saying? That was
Yeah.
Android. And
Yeah.
to be honest, when I first saw it, I was like, this is a Samsung tablet? What the fuck? Like, this is huge. But it looked like one, like, the older Samsung phones, but tablet-wise.
Huge.
But huge.
Yeah.
I was like, this is kind of crazy that this is a Sam... Because my,
Would you go like Android for like the folding phones and stuff?
Now... No. I would not.
No? Why not?
Because it's Android. I'm
It
so...
just looks so nice.
Well,
It
yeah,
looks so nice.
it does look nice. Like, don't get me wrong, like the Samsung, the folding phones do look cool. Like, but I am a loyal customer, and I want to
Of
be
Apple.
of Apple. And don't get me wrong, Samsung do have their high prices of phones, like they do. Then I'm not saying Samsung's all cheap and whatnot. They do have their high prices of phones, but I'm so used to using Apple that going to another phone that's Android looks, it's like kind of like trying to speak Spanish or
Okay,
try.
so let's say you're making a game, right? Like let's say you get big enough or like you save up enough money to hire people to make a game for you. Like let's say you're making a game for your fan base. So like you get big enough and you have like a fan base and you have a game that's
Mm-hmm.
over the NOS game over your persona.
Mm-hmm.
Would you buy an Android
Yes.
phone to test
Yes.
it?
Yes, I would. I would do that. That would be the only reason of why I would get an Android phone.
To what? Test the game?
Yes. Like, you can mod an Android a lot better than modding an iPhone, per se. It's a lot
It's
easier
a
to
lot easier.
it's a
Yeah.
lot easier to mod an Android than to do other shit. But at the same time, it's a lot easier to get viruses on your Android than it is to get your phone or iPhone. My bad. You
I don't
know.
know. I don't know about that 100%. Um, like yeah, more people having Androids in the world than iPhones means the Android operating system is more vulnerable. But the iOS operating system isn't airtight either.
No,
You
it
know what I
is. It
mean?
is not. But at the same time, this is just me. Okay, I don't feel safe going on certain websites with my computer because it's a lot easier to get viruses. When I'm on
Mhm.
my iPhone for say, I feel like I'm Superman. Like I can just go on anything and not get a virus.
You feel
Not
invulnerable,
feel invulnerable. Yeah.
which you're
Where
not really, but
of course not.
you are safer than like
Yeah,
your computer might be more vulnerable.
that's what I'm saying though. Like I feel a lot safer to go on more websites than I am on my iPhone. To be honest, like there's a lot of websites I've gone on that I feel like if I would have went on those on my computer, it would my computer probably would have been fried or whatever, or would have been, the viruses would have been crazy on my computer. That's why I kind of keep my computer where I don't go on many. If I do go on a site, it's like Amazon, Nike, Foot Locker, Amazon, or YouTube, like Twitch or whatever. Like I would go on those more often than I like going.
Well, when you were and shit, you were going to crazy websites and like the emulators.
Exactly, and it's not like I don't go on those because I do, but when I do, like, let's say look at stuff like that on my phone, I feel a lot safer than going on something like that on my computer. Which on my computer, I'm not on those sites for very long. I'm on those sites for like maybe like a minute, and then if it looks fish, I get off of it and call it a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not on those sites for very long. On my phone, I'd be on those sites for more than a minute, just to be sure, and then I probably go onto my computer and then go back to that site and do what I have to do what I want to do, or whatever. But right. Most of the time, if you're trying to download mods, or like what's the shit that you have to do for like GTA to get on, like the mod shit and whatnot? What's it called again?
It's what, the launcher?
The launcher. Usually, when you go to launchers, they're not a virus type, if you know what I'm saying.
They're usually not.
They're usually not, right?
You could easily something like that. That is.
Yeah, that is true also. But I don't know. Like, I just feel safer with Apple. That's why I've never went to Android, is because I've kind of felt safer with iPhone in a way of doing that and whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
But that's just really all just speculation. Like, yeah, you feel safer, but how much safer is it really? You get what I'm saying? Like, how much safer is an Apple phone than an Android? Because you could get, like, virus protections on Android to make it as safe as an iPhone, or on your computer to make it as safe as an iPhone. But at the same time, those virus protections can only virus protect you for so long, too. You know what I'm saying?
Sort of. Like, yeah. Like, they're not always like gonna, because like if there's a virus that isn't covered by the antivirus, then it could easily.
Well, yeah, there's always ways to get around it, of course.
Yeah.
Like, there's
it's not about lasting forever or not. It's about whether or not the attack that's coming to you is covered by it.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's really what matters, is if the antivirus can stop it or cannot stop it. That's why I don't like using that type of shit on.
What, an antivirus?
No. Going on certain websites. Like, I've gone on certain websites on my Oculus, and I kind of didn't feel comfortable going on those sites because I didn't want my Oculus to get a virus. Because you can go on sites you can, like, go on the internet, which I had to try it out for the one time to see how much different it is than be on your phone, and it was a lot different.
What, on the Oculus?
Yeah.
Being able to put multiple screens up and everything?
No, not going on porn sites and whatnot.
Oh, that's not what I'm talking about, but okay.
Huh?
I said that's not what I'm talking about either, but okay.
That's why I don't go on that shit on my computer either, because I'm like, fuck that. I'm not getting no fucking viruses. You can kiss my ass on that. I ain't getting no viruses on that shit. But yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel safer on the iPhone or the Apple shit when I go on those because I know I ain't gonna get no virus, or I know it's gonna be a lot harder to get a virus doing that shit.
You don't know.
I don't know, but I believe.
Huh? You just feel it.
Yeah, I just feel it. So I was like, well, fuck it type shit. What are you gonna do? You know? Fuck it. So that's just me at the end of the day. I don't know. But anyway, we kind of gone on a little tangent, so to speak. Yeah. And whatnot. What's it called? What was I gonna say? I've kind of lost my words now because I've kind of talked about whatever I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, you talked a lot about your Fortnite addiction.
My Fortnite addiction. Yeah. I don't have a Fortnite addiction, but
sorry. Or your Among Us predicament, not addiction.
My Among Us predicament, but so back to my New Year's resolution because I did talk about.
So you're trying to get 500 hours.
Yes.
500 hours.
500 hours on YouTube, and then views. I don't know what I'm trying to get for views, to be honest, because if
you don't know,
huh?
500 hours is a good mark, but like, because that's like what 32 hours a week, or not a week, a month.
I feel I'm gonna cross that in like 4 days. If this keeps up, and my hours keep growing and my views keep growing, the sky is the limit, to be honest. Mm-hmm. I might, like, I know this is, big speaking and like going out there. Shit, I can get.
If you can get it to like 48 hours a month, then you pretty much get 2 days a month of watch time.
In 1 month.
Yeah. So you get like that means you have total watch time as if one person watched it for 2 days straight. Not really, not literally, but like, because that would add up with all the people's watch time. Because your watch time wouldn't really necessarily match up. If you end up with a lot of viewers and like that type of watch time, because it's going to be dependent on how many viewers you have. So like, you don't necessarily directly match your watch time to viewers, but like your watch time to viewer ratio is something you want to worry about.
Well, so like that's what I was saying, like to balance it out or whatever.
Yeah.
Because as of January, as I'm looking right now, my watch time is 44.7 hours. And my views is 382. As of in 5 days, as of right now. But at the same time, the viewers, I feel like I can get to 1,000 views in 1 fucking month, it looks like. As of where this is going, like, you know what I'm saying?
As you could, because you said you already have what for just the past 5 days is 500, right?
382 as of January. Now we go to 28 days, is 41. With that
per
goes
view?
In the last 28 days, which goes into December, is 481.
Views or
yes,
hours?
Views. But if we go into just January, it's 382. Okay, so I'm almost beating my watch time in the last 5 days as in 28 days. Because 28 days I have 47.3 hours of watch time. And the last 5 days I have 44.7. Someone was beating that in 5 days. You see what I'm saying?
Sort of. It kind of went on a tangent.
Okay, so in the last 28 days, which goes into December,
with your view.
Which watch time?
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about watch time. It's 47.3 hours. Okay, 47.3 hours in the last 28 days.
Okay.
Now we go to January. I'm almost beating that already.
Well, January is a part of the last 28 days.
Let's go to January or December. In December is 6.7. You get what I'm saying? It's 6.
Yeah.
It's 6.7.
So the last 20 days is
okay, I get what you're saying.
January.
Yes, it's January and December, so it goes into everything. So actually, what I was speaking was bullshit. Well, I was just speaking to speak. So, in December, I beat my watch time hand over fist.
Mm-hmm. In January.
And views in January.
Just the last 5 days, you have how many hours?
44.7 hours.
4.7. So in the last 28 days, you have 47. 47. So that means there's only like, you said that was like 40. January was 43.
44. 44.7. 44.7.
Okay, so 45, 46, 47. So that's 2.4 or 2.3.
2.3
that only is in December.
Okay.
So 2.3 from December, and the rest of that is from the 44.7 is from January.
Yes. So if you go from November to December.
Because your December is like, what, 6 hours?
Yes. My December is like 6.7 hours. With 184 views.
Yeah, so you've definitely beat your December completely.
I'm about to beat my whole yearly fucking thing if I keep going as where I'm going. Like, I've already beaten watch time.
So if you keep going the way you're going, how long until you beat your year?
From what my last year was, probably in 1 month.
In 1 month? What's your year? What's your last year?
It was 1,000. It was
1,000 hours? How many?
So my
7.
So was 1,000. Oh, was it like 1,000 days or some shit? It was 1,000 something. I forgot. They switched it up on. It was 1,000, but it wasn't 1,000.
Did you use or did you look at hours?
So, what is it called? I think before YouTube switched to hours, they were like at minutes.
Well, yeah, because you're scaling up.
Okay, so my whole thing before they switched to hours, all right, they were at minutes, I think, and my whole thing was, I wanted to do 1,000 minutes and 1,000 views. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I beat it, and the next year, I beat it again. So now that
so 1,000 minutes is how many hours?
it's like 16 hours.
So 6 divided by 1,000, or 60 divided by 1,000, or is it 1,000 divided by 60? Sorry. So that's like 16 minutes, like 17 minutes.
That's 17 hours.
Or hours, yeah. It's
16.
Not quite. 16.67, 16.7, 17.
Yes. And I beat that. Okay. 2 years in a row. All right. Now, and that's because I really didn't have any speculation. I just put 1,000 minutes and 1,000 views because I wanted, that was my accomplishment, and I did that for 2 years straight. Now that I've been getting all this traction, I need to start thinking about more realistic accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be 1,000 views if I keep doing this by the end of January. Hand over fist. I'm gonna beat it. So I gotta bump that up a little bit. Let's say 5,000 views in the next year or in this year, just to have that.
So you're looking for 5,000 views. So how many hours are you looking for?
At least 500 hours.
So last year you got.
Last year I got. I'll tell you. Hold on. Last year I got 1.2k views and 37.3 watch time hours.
17.3 watch time hours. So you
137
hours?
0.3 hours. 37.3 hours.
Okay. So you pretty much doubled it.
Yes, and I've been doing that for the last 2 years.
Right.
And then
so you got 7. So what you're looking for is like, because like that's not even that many hours.
How many hours is that?
That's like just over a day, not even 2 days.
Okay.
So what you want in 500 hours would be like what? Like how many days? It would be 20 days.
Okay. And I've crossed that margin as of January now. Already.
What, 5 hours? Or you've crossed your...
I've crossed my margin already as of January. 44.7. My year I've crossed already, which was 37.6 or whatever. I'm at 44.7 as of right now. Okay. Now, if I keep playing Among Us and keep advertising and keep, doing, because doesn't matter what game it is, you're going to get burnt out on it. Doesn't matter what game it is, because you play the same game over and over and over and over and over and over. Even though if you don't take it serious, you're just playing just for fun, you're going to get burnt out on it. Because if you get good enough at it, or just play it in just general, you're just going to learn it and learn it and learn it to the point where there's nothing.
You should like stream more group content?
Huh?
Do you think you should stream more group content to like de-stress from like the Among Us streams?
What do you mean? Like, you talking about group content as in like you, me, Noble, and everybody else?
Yeah. For fun.
I feel like that would be cool.
Like everyone to what's it called? What the fuck? I almost got it the other night.
The finals?
Finals?
Because I saw you and Trent playing the finals the other day.
Not that one. It's a different game. You've probably seen it.
Well, I don't know what game you're
I'm
talking.
about to tell you. It's in here. The game. Not Dead by Daylight.
Friday?
Lethal Company.
Lethal Company. What is Lethal Company?
It's like this game where you are you're in a squad of up to 4, I'm pretty sure, and you go explore these moons, and you have to go bring back like stuff from the moon to like meet your quota.
Let's look it up on the internet real quick. Is it on Steam?
Yeah. It's like $10.
Let's bring up Steam real quick then, before we go on the internet to look it up even more. Lethal Company. So you're a squad? Is it that game that Noble and you and what's his face were playing? It's like it's a 2-player, and you're just PvE.
Huh?
Is it that PvE game mode you guys were playing?
The shooter one? No.
Okay.
That's the robot one.
Lethal Company. Can you use controller?
I don't know.
I feel like Steam will make that possible. To be honest, don't go along. And i5 7th generation within GeForce GTX 1050. So explain to me, what is it about?
So basically, you go in onto the moon, and there's these like crazy fucking monsters on there. So
Mm-hmm.
like it's like a horror game, and also like a proximity chat type game.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you're capturing is the proximity chat. Um, so you go in and you're walking around and just trying to find items to carry back to the ship to sell. Because if you don't bring back enough stuff, like if you don't make enough money, you die. Like they'll kick you out. You'll get fired, and pretty much you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
But so you go and explore, and there's these anomalies that are coming after you, or whatever, the monsters or whatever. I haven't played the game, so I'm not the best person to explain it, but I did watch it last night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this is what the whole group is playing?
Yeah. Well, not the whole group. Like last night, it was just Trent and Des.
Interesting. You got a Steam winner, better with friends. Okay. Don't go alone. These dangers prey upon the vulnerable and lonesome, and the protection of your crew may be your only hope. You can guide your crewmates from your ship using the radar to call out traps and using the ship's terminal to access remotely locked doors, or you can or you can all go in together. The company store has many useful tools for the job, including lights, shovels, walkies, talkies, stun grenades, and boom boxes. It's only a gig.
Yeah, it's really small. It's not the prettiest looking game, but it's good. It's like a fun game to play with friends. Like, I mean, it's not real. It's kind of a scary game.
Someone said, "Who cares if a funny made it? It's better than the new COD." Damn. Alrighty. Let's see. I don't know how else to look. I want to look at like the bad reviews. Negative. So I've worked for this company for a little. Wow. So it's a developer. So I've worked for this company for a little while. I will list the pros and cons. Pros: company supplied spaceships. Cons: company does not supply any equipment, so that comes out of your own pocket. No 401k or pay time off. What the fuck?
Are
So
you reading?
so a developer just went on here and just talked so negative about the game, or the developers that made the game
What are you talking about in the description?
on the Steam shit.
Let me look.
I
Steam.
I went to negative reviews and a developer just went on here and just talked hella shit.
Let's look at negative reviews. Where are you seeing reviews?
Go all the way down and then put in negative.
Customer reviews. Over Overall reviews positive. Where do I change it to negative?
Filters. You go to filters. Or no, you go to, you see where overall reviews.
Yeah.
There's a review type right under there, and you go to
Oh,
negative.
the first one.
Yeah, not. It says early access review, or they all say early access review shit. It's a developer went on here and just talked hella shit,
Are you
basically.
sure a developer or not a player?
Well, they're talking about 401k and shit. Why would a game have 401k?
Why would why would a developer actually have a spaceship?
Does this game have 401k? Like fake 401k or whatever the fuck?
I think that's a joke. Because like yeah, you don't get supplied equipment. You have to like earn money by surviving.
Okay, so it wasn't a developer. Because I
No.
thought there was like a fucking. I was like, what the fuck? It says fun if you have friends. I don't. 2 stars. What the
See,
fuck?
you play this game with friends. You don't play it alone.
I
It's
can't. I can't. Someone says can't sex with monsters.
what?
What?
What? What?
Someone says, I mean, like, it's fun for the first hour or so when you spawn in with your boys knowing nothing about the game and going in and exploring. And I don't know, you put like 4 hearts, so I don't know, and fuck, exploring and fuck or some shit. And getting killed by monsters and stuff and screaming at each other in the walkie talkies. Beyond that, however, the game feels kind of lackluster of things to do. All you just do it all you do is just spawn in the same maps, pick up things, you sell. It's not that I don't like the game. I just think it's a bit overrated for what it is. That's all.
Well, I mean, I still think it would be good to stream. Like, it's a fun game to play with friends. I think it's entertaining. Um, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, it's only $10. Like, what do you expect?
Mhm. Well, someone says some black dude took my friend. What the
Because
fuck?
if you look, these are the negative reviews,
Which that's
but
what which like I
oh,
try to focus on like the negative views more. Because if the negative views are actual like because some
right.
people put positive views because I just like the game, so I'm just gonna put a positive review on it. And I
If
feel
you
like
look
the
at the number of reviews, though, right,
mhm
and the number of them that are positive versus the number of them that are negative, right?
mhm
So, like, your answer would be like a balance, not just hard one way.
this dude has 55.4 hours on record that put a negative review out, and it's a long one too.
Which one?
The first one has 201 like scoring. He has 55.4 hours. He did it. It posted November 17th of 2023.
Oh, first one, like all the way at the bottom, you're saying?
All the way up top. I went to like the actual like where it shows all the shit.
All reviews? All?
Yeah.
Holy shit, 168 hours?
Where'd you see that at?
I went to review type all.
Oh, go to negative. Cause the first top one has 201 scoring with he has 55.4 hours.
So for review type negative, the top one I'm seeing is 6.5.
What?
The guy that you thought worked there,
Okay, I'm not seeing that dude though.
you're not seeing him?
Mine says most helpful all time.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's the all. The dude that's 168.7 hours,
no.
139 hours at review time.
I see that dude, but that's
Yeah.
he's a positive one. I'm looking at the negative only ones.
So you're scrolling down to try to find the negatives?
Yes, and the top dude made a paragraph, or 2 paragraphs actually.
The top negative, dude.
So I'm just gonna read this one out because you haven't.
I have to scroll down a lot to find it.
Well, it should be at the top. Mine was at top.
I don't see any.
Okay, so it says I hit not recommended. Because most of the recommended reviews do not mention any problems.
Oh, the 54 hours on record?
Yeah.
Or the 55 hours on record?
Problems. I did enjoy this game, but I feel it has a few that seriously mitigates it in the long term. This game is a great time with friends, and it is fun to progress, get loot, furnish your ship. However, the game is set up where there is no ending. However, the quote will keep rising until it is unachievable, and you will die as a result. You can't even make save files. So once you are fired, your whole campaign is gone. By the time the quota got to the high, by the time the quota got to the high to meet, my friends and I agreed we wished we could continue buying new gadgets and progressing. So I'd say it's either needs an ending or other than death, or the quota should rise slower and eventually plateau. The plateau could be a higher depending on a difficulty setting. You should also be able to load back to previous saves. And now there's an edit. I hit not recommend because I wanted my criticism to stand out, and I feared hitting recommend would bury it in the echo chamber of reviews saying the game is perfect. I wish Steam had a middle option. I see why people are upset. I would do that when I have all these hours in the game. But when I took when I took for criticism in games, I often filter by not recommend to find them. I do not recommend the game, but unless 99% of the positive reviews, I have some suggestions. Oh, there's more. Holy shit. Oh my god, there's more. Also, you don't have to agree with my suggestion and shouldn't offend you if don't. I'm tired of people saying that because the game is in early access, criticism is invalid. A game being in early access is not a magic shield that makes it immune to criticism. In fact, criticism is helpful to devs because it tells them what people do not enjoy or what they wish was added. And then people have commented on this too.
So pretty much he likes the game, but he hit do not recommend so his gripes could be more easily heard because he doesn't think it's perfect.
Which, of looking at just the game in general, it does not look perfect. It looks like it has from and plus it's an early access, which he even said that doesn't give it a shield to not get criticism. It should be. Oh, YouTube congrats me on 100 subscribers just now. Holy shit.
Nice.
Okay. Anyway. So, getting 100 subs shouldn't be what the fuck am I saying? What? It's in early access doesn't mean it gets a criticism shield. Okay.
Of course.
And someone in the comment section said, "Remember, it's an early access. We just have to wait." Yes, we do just have to wait, but it doesn't mean you can't criticize the game. You know what I'm saying?
Not arguing against that at all.
No, that it's just people see like this is the thing, and it goes with like Call of Duty 2. Call of Duty also, not Call of Duty 2, but Call of Duty also, as in well, it's a beta. You can't judge it off of a beta. It's in early access. You can't judge it. You know, we just have to wait.
Pretty much keep it almost exactly the same. They just limit what you can do in the maps. Like, obviously, they're tweaking some things because, like, I would assume they'd be tweaking some things. Like, they let you only use a certain number of the assault rifles, a certain number of
Well,
every weapon.
exactly. You're not wrong. Like, yes. But just because it's in early access or in beta or a demo doesn't mean you cannot criticize the game.
Of course, because the overall feeling is going to be the same.
Exactly.
The
But at the same time,
World War II was the new game.
what are we talking about?
Call of Duty World War II.
Yeah,
So
what
when
about Call of Duty World War II?
Right, when it came out, you played it and you hated like certain aspects of it, like certain attachments, and then 6 months in, which is well too long after, like you stopped playing it, you didn't want to play it again after that. But they fixed it to exactly how you'd want to play it, but you're like, they should have done it earlier. They did almost exactly what you said they should do, but they did it 6 months.
But the thing about that is, Call of Duty waited too long to fix it. If they would have done it right off the jump, cool. You know, there's what 1,000 devs they have, or 500, 600 devs. Like,
what ended up happening is the people that liked it the way it was left, and the people that they fixed it for didn't come. A lot of them didn't come back.
exactly,
I mean,
because they
obviously,
waited too long.
stayed, and then some people came back, but not as many as they were
Yes,
hoping.
but the thing is they waited too long to do it. If they would have done it in the month span or whatever it came out, it probably wouldn't have been a different approach or a different, a different outcome. You know what I'm saying? But they waited so long, and they've done this a gazillion times with other Call of Duties. They wait so long. Like, basically, the Call of Duties that come out now is not even probably beta. It's probably like alphas even to speak. Like, and then once the year comes above, and once the year happens, and the next Call of Duty's out, then you're like at the fucking beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, Call of Duty is $1 billion company, or Activision is $1 billion company, and they need to make money for sure. Yes, but their games.
Are you getting Lethal Company?
I'm not sure. I'm not
like,
sure.
I mean, yeah, this negative review you pointed out, right, is still overall mostly positive.
Exactly, and like, okay, I'm not saying Lethal Company is gonna be a terrible game, and I'm not saying I'm not gonna get Lethal Company.
I mean, it's good group game. It's not a good game just to go off and play on your own and try to do that. I mean, if you're trying to be like, because like the single player horror genre, that's like, you know, where PewDiePie got big, but that's not. This game's a group game.
Exactly, and what I'm saying is, like, okay, what was the game that they made that's kind of like this, but it's more in detailed?
More in detailed. There's a lot of games that use this type of model.
What is the game called? It was on Xbox. It's exclusive to Xbox. It's Zombie too. It's not 7 Days to Die either. It's the other one. You guys played it, or there was a time, and then the second one came out, and they advertised it. It's like 1X exclusive type shit, or some shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? I forget. You guys played the first one, and then the second one came out.
Titanfall?
No. It's a zombie game.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Anyway, I feel like if you do all this hard work into a game, huh?
Are you talking about the one with the island?
It's like you're in a town, and the town is diverted, and it's just all zombies and shit.
Yeah, it's like the island one, right?
Yes.
Dead Island?
No, not Dead Island.
Dead Island 3 was an Xbox One exclusive.
But it wasn't Dead Island. It was... Fuck. It was, Damn. It was, you guys played the first one, and you guys were telling me you should get it, and then the second one came out, and I ended up playing the second one, and it was alright. Like, it wasn't.
I mean, it's another good group game because it's an online. It's like a single player game, but you play the single player online with friends. If that's what you're talking.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you talking about 7 Days to Die?
No, I told you it's not 7
that one
days
looks
a day.
crap. That looks worse than Lethal Company.
No, it's not 7 days to die. It's you could play with friends, and you and Noble were playing it, and then the second one came out, and I didn't hear about you guys playing it again.
Ark?
No, it's zombies. I forget what it's called. But anyway, my whole point of trying to figure out this game, my whole point is, what's the point of playing the game if you're just gonna die anyway? If the game's not gonna let you survive, and it gets harder and harder and harder, and then you're just gonna die. You know what I'm saying?
What's the point of? Well, it's not done, obviously. I mean, it's just gonna get harder. I'd assume that'd be a part they change, but like that's the natural endpoint, isn't it?
Well, like, you would assume, but
the overall gameplay mechanic is fun, but that's like the end. So obviously, not being able to save, which roguelites, like rogue games, don't necessarily promise a saving feature. So like it's different every single time.
Yes, but don't you want to build upon what you already have? Like, yes, like there should be like an end point, but like at the same time, you just don't want to just like, well, it got too hard and then you die. Like, that kind of just like, I don't know, that just doesn't sound like you know the ending, so it's like, what's the point of playing? You're just gonna die anyway. But if you actually try to survive
getting up there, right? Your first time playing, do you expect to be able to get up there?
No, but at the same time, like, you don't expect to just die. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course it's gonna take a minute.
Like that, dying is what you expect most likely to happen.
But like, okay, if you get good enough, you don't want to just die. You know what I'm saying? I would assume like, if you get good enough, the game just doesn't just, well, you're too good and we're just gonna kill you off. Like, you get fired and you die. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I would assume like there's a lot better mechanic to put in than just, well, we're just gonna kill you off.
Ez says it's funny. It's a funny game. It's a comedic timing.
But it okay.
Low.
Huh?
And it's a fun group game. The point of it is to like be with the group and experience it with the people.
Yeah, but when you say like it gets very
repetitive?
Repetitive. Yes.
Yes. Also, but like it's good. I'd say it'd be good content.
State of Decay 2. State of Decay 2.
You?
Mm-hmm. You remember that game? You played the first one. You guys were trying to get me to play, and I played the second one, and it was alright. But State of Decay 2 is that type of game where you can play with friends, but you try to manage, you try to survive as long as possible before you die. You get what I'm saying?
I don't play State of Decay very much.
Hmm?
I don't remember State of Decay very much.
You guys played the first one.
Yeah. Me? Who?
You and Trento.
Huh.
You and Trent played it, and you guys were trying to get me to play the second one, or the first one, and I never like got around to it. And then I played the second one because I think I had Game Pass or some shit, and I died. And I was like, well, fuck this game then.
Well, I do have it in my library. I don't really remember playing it very much, though.
You did. You
Not
did.
really.
Huh?
I didn't play this very much.
You probably didn't, but you probably got it because of Mr. Trento.
I think I got it because of the free game from Xbox.
Probably that too.
That's probably where I got it.
So, yeah. But at the end, I'm not saying like State of Decay 2 was bad. It's just I didn't know what I was doing half the time, so I was like, well, fuck this. Like, you know.
Neither did I. It's like, some games you actually have to build up your knowledge. Right. Call of Duty, what knowledge you have to build up? You have good gun, you have bad gun. You either have to sneak. Like, it's some games you have to actually. Your strategy, your natural strategy is not the strategy of the game. So it doesn't feel natural. So it doesn't feel right. So you have to actually figure it out. And that's frustrating because it's not natural.
But Call of Duty is like a first-person game you can just pick up and play on purpose. You know?
Say that again?
I said Call of Duty is a game you could just pick up and play on purpose, though.
Right. Call of Duty is also $60.
To this day, yeah.
Yeah. The game we're arguing about, right? Whether or not it's worth it is $10.
I don't know why Call of Duty hasn't went to free to play already, but they haven't. I don't know why they went free to play, but only for Warzone. The regular Call of Duty game hasn't went free to play yet. You still have to buy it.
Right.
So, that being said, I feel like, well, it is what it is at the end of the day, to be honest.
Well, I don't really care what you do at the end of the day. I'd say what I was arguing was that I think it would be like a good game to do a stream with a group. It'd still be good content with like the in-game chat and stuff. And it's not Among Us.
You're not wrong.
Because this game is popular right now.
You talking about the game we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll think about it. I'm not saying I'll pull the trigger right now, but I'll think about it.
Definitely a good group game, not a game for you to play on your own. If you wait too long and nobody's playing it, it's like, yeah, go ahead and play it, but it's not as fun on your own because you're more likely to die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I hear what you're saying. What happened to party animals?
People got bored of it. I mean, it's probably still a good game to stream.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
If you came back into the group and brought it up, some people might be down. Like, yeah, I'm down for party animals. I'd be down to stream party animals with you.
Party animals makes you think of Gang Beasts, and I like playing Gang Beasts, which they don't like. I can't talk for shit. Gang Beasts is like that game, like, I don't know. I just like playing Gang Beasts, but they're like, well, Party Animals is better. And I'm like, well, that is true, but I don't know.
I mean, it's not that it's better. It's just newer. It's...
Uh-huh. I hear what you're saying. And plus, everyone's on Xbox, so it's like...
player base is like, I have access to it right now, but I haven't played it.
True, but at the same time, it's only just us that, like, we don't, like, get in some, like, party and start playing. It's more like it's just us playing it in a party and, like, we don't, like, usually play with a whole group on...
You'd rather play with a party and stream it.
Well, like, I'm not... Okay, like, Gang Beast, I think, I don't even know how big the
Or would you
player
go
base.
into Party Animals, right, into game chat and broadcast out your stream while you're playing?
To be honest, I don't know.
Would
I,
you do
f-
that?
I feel like it's a lot easier to do on Among Us than doing it on
I mean,
Gang
there
Beast
is
or
game
Party.
chat in
Huh?
Party Animals. There is game chat in Party Animals.
I know there's Game Chat and Party Animals, but in in Among Us, you just type that shit. You don't gotta sit here and just talk and say, "Hey, sub to my channel, bitches." Like,
Well, on PC you can type on Party Animals.
I didn't know that, to be honest.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, to be honest, at all. I did not know that. Well, to be honest, I'm not sure. Like, I want to do more campaigns too, but that just takes up so much time. And plus, like, it's kind of like I'm on a high right now. You know what I'm
With
saying?
Among Us,
With Among Us and trying to
you
get
feel like
viewers.
you shouldn't risk it right now.
Huh?
You feel like you shouldn't risk it right now with playing something else.
Well, that, but it's like I don't want to tire myself out on Among Us, even though I'm really not
Yeah,
trying on Among Us.
like a group game, like
Huh?
outside of like for like a stream or two, and
Well,
then go back to it. Because like if Among Us is where your popularity is, then you can stray away. But like if it's not working out,
well, like I said, I'm not trying. Like, I am playing Among Us and trying on Among Us. I'm just not fucking just sitting here just sweating my balls off trying to get dubs the whole time.
you
Like,
got a whole party of people telling you where everything is, telling you what's going on.
yeah. And the thing about that is like, to be honest, I'm just chilling, just playing the game. Like in Call of Duty, I'm more like not chilling and literally sweating, because that's all you really can do on that game is just sweat your balls off. But at the
And
same
you
time,
don't really, because like sweating, you can stream that, but like you also want to de-stress, which a lot of group games and stuff. I mean, I wouldn't say this horror game is a. I mean, it might be a good de-stress game, like less sweaty, but like it's still stressful with like the monsters and shit chasing you.
well, see, that's not the issue. It's more of the line of like, I don't want to just burn myself out, because that's what's gonna happen. Even though Call of Duty did a lot faster, because I was sweating the whole entire time, basically
Yeah,
playing the game, and
that's why.
with Among
Like,
Us, it's going a lot slower because of that reason of I'm just playing the game just to have fun and
uh,
whatnot. And you could do that with Call of Duty and Fortnite too, and I'm not saying that, like, I would say Fortnite it would be a lot slower because
would you
can't
like
you.
stream campaigns again? Didn't you used to do that?
Yeah, but I'm trying to
Do those
separate those with NOS Arcade. Like Halo Infinite, I could stream the campaign because you can't do co-op with Halo Infinite and Halos in general. But at the same time, I'm trying to separate the campaigns and use those as a NOS Arcade tool to bring NOS Arcade up. But at the same time,
well, getting people right. If you're getting people into your live streams, right, with Among Us, and like imagine you point over to your NOS Arcade from your Among Us stream. So you have your NOS Arcade channel like advertised in your NOS streams. So you can like let's say you have something on OBS that'll like pop up an animation for your um stream. So you
mm-hmm.
turn it on and it has like a thing pop up for your other channel for your
Yeah,
what
and what I'm saying is, as of right now, I'm just on the high of trying to get NOS streams up to get to where I want to get to next.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, and you can get people coming in there, you can traffic them towards like your other channels to build them up too.
Yeah. And see, what I'm saying is I'm gonna have to edit this NOScast, so like that's not a big of a deal. But doing NOS Arcade and having to edit campaigns and sections is gonna be like taking time away from trying to get NOS streams up. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not
Which,
saying that you have
which,
stuff that you want because you have content, right?
yes,
That's
exactly. Which I still have content that I'm doing for NOS Arcade that has to be uploaded, that has to be edited. Which some of it is edited and some of it isn't. But at the same time, everything will be a whole lot easier. I just had someone to edit all these videos for me, and I just do not stream.
Well, because what we're looking for, right, Nos, is like for you to not necessarily just bring yourself out just on Among Us. Don't feel like you have to. If you can get people's attention moved around to your other channels and stuff where you're less stressed out, um, you can get somebody watching you playing your Among Us, and you can get double the amount of watch time from them just by sending them over to your other channel.
Exactly, and I still want to do NOS stream funny moments. I still want to get the NOS clips in and when I'm in a 4-piece and the whole shit. But having to do that takes that away from me getting NOS streams into the light of day. You know what I'm saying?
Well, all you're doing is just posting up you streaming Among Us, right? Right now.
Exactly. Which,
So how often are you doing that?
well, as of right now, not that often. But as
So
of
exactly, not that you're not. It's not in the way. You're imagining it's in your way.
okay, it's not in my way, but at the same time, I want to eventually get NOS Arcade into the light of day, NOS streams funny moments into the night of day, NOS clips into
Yeah,
the night
and
of day.
I'm giving you like a path to where you can let them help grow each other.
And
I'm giving you a palette, like a
yeah,
way you.
exactly. And I have to put energy into these other YouTube accounts.
But you already are. Like you are. You say you have a couple videos you have to edit for the arcade, right?
Exactly.
So you
Which,
have stuff already on the back burner. So I think what you need, Nos, is a good organizer, a good planner. So like
yes.
you can see what like you have planned to do, and like you can prioritize what is most important to do, right?
Yes.
So like
And
you have stuff because you have so many different channels now. You're not just running one channel.
yes.
You want to primarily focus on your NOS streams, which
In
you're doing what? How many times a week on that? Like on average?
more than I can count. To be honest, like I just stream like as of right now. I'm on this high of streaming, as in trying to get NOS streams up as much as possible to get this to keep the tires to keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because as of right now, the tires are spinning, and
Yeah,
I
and
got
you're not even putting that much work into it as of now, like you're
exactly,
saying. So like
exactly.
you can build it up, but what I'm saying is if you like have like a planner built put out in front of you, you could really map out your schedule better for it. So like you can because going at it like freeballing it, you have all this stuff in your head, and like it's easy for some of it to slip out of view, some of it for you to like. You could end up having open hole. You can end up having holes in areas that you could be helping grow at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly. Exactly.
I think
And
a planner would help.
I'm hot. A planner would help. You're not wrong. A planner would help. And I don't know, like, because I'm trying to make Nos Arcade grow. I am trying to make stream or funny moments. My bad, funny moments grow too.
Mm-hmm.
And I am trying to make NOScast grow also. But at the same time, doing all that editing gets in the way of trying to do NOS streams. Which, yes, that's going to happen. But all I really want to do is just do NOS streams, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? And if I had someone to edit the videos, which, yes, you have your own shit you got to do in your own... Which, to be honest, if you did do it, that would be great, but it won't last forever. And if I did have someone that would just edit the videos and call it a day, I can just focus on what I'm trying to do and have that person focus on the other meat and potatoes also. Which...
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay. We're back. We had a take a pause for a second. So, back to what we were saying. So, yes, I would like NOScast, NOS stream funny moments, NOS streams, NOS arcade, OMG's NOS, NOS clips, everything to be all connected together. In some way, shape, or form. Which it is kind of connected together, but not totally connected together. You know what I'm saying? There is some stuff that I'm still figuring out with all these other accounts.
Right, but what I'm saying is you have content.
Exactly.
Right?
I have content.
You have content on each of those channels.
Exactly.
Right.
And at the same time, you're not wrong. But as of these 5 days, I've been on a high of trying to get NOS streams up and up and up and up and up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And having to get away from that...
Oh, what I'm saying is you don't have to even upload new videos to those channels. You can just point people to those channels because they already have content on them. You already are planning on content to be going into those channels. You have content to edit, right, for those channels in question.
Yes.
So you already have a plan for the future. So there is content to be slated to be uploaded to the channel.
Exactly, yes. So
that's where the whole planner comes in, is being able for you to put most of your focus on the... Because your whole argument is basically just trying to... Like, it's simple in a way, but it basically just ignores all of your other growth avenues that you possibly can, because you might end up over-focusing on something when you can overall grow. I know you're just trying to grow that channel, right? You don't have any metrics that blend the channels together, do you?
Well, no, but okay. So if we go to the other channels, let's see how better or how good these other channels did, so we can get a majority of what 2023 happened with these channels. So in NOS Stream Funny Moments, as of 2023, I did 260 views as of 2023. 260.
Right.
With 21.6 hours of watch time.
And those funny moments are usually really short. They're not that long.
Depending.
They're not 3 hours.
No, they're not 3 hours at all. None of them are even an hour. You know what I'm saying?
So they're very short as compared to your streams. So the watch time, you should not even compare. You should not even expect the same watch time. You want to get your ratio with the watch time versus views close together. You want to keep that close, because that means people stay and watch more. But what I'm saying is you primarily continue focusing on your streams, but you can link in the content from your other channels. So people watching the stream, so you're getting people coming into the streams. So you're building your streams, and then from the streams you send them to your other channels to build up.
Okay. Yes.
That's what I'm saying. It's not you focusing on those other channels necessarily. Specifically, you should be doing it to the ones that you have stuff planned to be uploaded to, so people aren't just being sent to a channel that isn't ever going to get anything uploaded to. But
which I do have plans for it. It's just
that's what a planner's for.
It's I want to be like, I do have plans for these other channels. It's just as of right now, I just want to keep NOStream's tires spinning. Okay, that's
exactly
what I really want.
I understand for like the next week, the next month, the next few weeks, or like or like, but not the whole year, right? You don't want to. You're trying. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I get exactly what you're saying. Like, of course, not the whole year.
What you're actually saying, I'm not saying that's what you shouldn't do. I'm just trying to figure out what your plan is.
Yeah, like, I don't just want to be just treading or spinning the tires for NOStreams the whole time. But as of right now, as of January, or
because you have this whole network you built up.
Exactly.
And you're trying, and you want to grow it. And like, if you're only focusing it one at a time, that's like the least efficient way to do it. If you can get one to build into the other, that's like the best way.
Exactly. And I do want to get to that point, but as of making this NOScast, and as of right now, of January 5th, I just want to keep.
I mean, go ahead and just do, like, I would imagine for the time being, you're primarily focusing on that
NOStreams.
But I would say, like, get a planner, because like you said, you're not even, if you continue on not putting that much time into it, like you said, you haven't been putting that much time into it now, then you could possibly, like, get a planner and block out and see, like, okay, I have time to work on this other channel, because you're already not working on that other channel during that time. You know what I mean? So you can block out time, so you can
like NOScast takes up some value. Okay. I enjoy doing NOScast. Like what we're doing right now, we're having, like, it's literally like a regular conversation, like we would just be like talking just now. This is literally like, all natural and shit. And I enjoy doing NOScast. And I enjoy, the only thing is the editing part takes a little bit, which I have to split up some time and stuff, because
if we did them live and
yes, it wouldn't be that, it would just be, it would be quick. Like, yes, I get that too.
Or just simply, like, as soon as somebody walked away, marked when to cut out, like, the time.
Yes, which I just did. Like, literally just did. I just marked it.
That makes it...
That makes it easier. I get that. But like I said before in the last NOScast, I am picky with my gameplay. Maybe I want to do this, or maybe I want to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why I'm so picky. It's just gameplay. Like, who gives a fuck?
Do you want to have, like, an animated background?
As in what?
Just an animated background.
And just say fuck,
like, if you don't have
gameplay?
You could have gameplay and let it run out. You don't have to worry about how long it is. You could, like, do feature gameplay during the podcast at some points. So
what I do is I just put my NOS logo at the end. Like, if I run out of time on NOScast, and let's say one gameplay goes over the time that I want to use, I just put the NOScast logo.
So, like, let's say you have, like, an animated, like, picture, right? And you're running OBS and you're recording the animated picture. Or, like, you have a video, or you have, like, you're just an audio recording from OBS, and you have an animated video that you can, like, stretch out, like it's a loopable video. So it just has your logo, but it's animated, so it has, like, shot electric bolts and shit.
Yeah, I get where you're going at with this. Yeah.
And you can pretty much do the podcast, but that's just sitting in the background the whole time. You don't have to worry about how long it is.
I feel like that would be cool and whatnot. But also, like, I do like to use gameplay. And I have tons of gameplay that I can use. Like, tons. It's like, literally tons. Like, I have tons of gameplay.
Like,
and I would like to put this gameplay into play and just use it all. And once I do use it all, then we can start talking about doing some other shit too. But I would like all the gameplay I have on NOS stream.
Do you play once you use it?
Huh?
Do you delete the gameplay once you use it?
Yes, I do.
Really?
Yes, I do. I do delete the
gameplay. So
gameplay.
you're not recycling the gameplay at all?
Huh?
You're not recycling it at all?
No, I'm not trying to recycle. I think I did recycle.
Like, not even trying it for, like, funny moments? Like, you could try to, like...
I did think about that.
You're cutting all the audio. You're cutting all the audio out of the gameplay.
Yes, I get that. I've kind of...
Because you have, like, a whole library of videos.
Yes, I do have a whole library.
And you have pretty much what you have is a library with a burning pit. That you once you read a book, you throw it in the burning pit.
Well, I've kind of made due diligence with all the gameplay, and it's like, well, a lot of this gameplay is not, the voice audio is not going to see the light of day. So it's like, well, and I did have some funny moments in those, and it's just like, well, kind of like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's kind of like, well, I could go through all these videos and try to find the funny moments, but that's going to take fucking, like, forever. Like, I mean, like, a week.
If you had, like, a whole team of people...
That's what I'm saying. It'd be a lot easier, but I don't. It's just me.
Do you think you could afford, like, going onto Fiverr, right? And being, like, hiring somebody to go through and find the most funny moments through, like, a collection of videos?
Probably not.
You don't think you could afford it?
No. It's way
How much
too...
you think that would be?
Editors go for, like, $500 a video. They go per video, though. It's not even $500 an hour or $500 a day of video sometimes. But if I did have my own editor or a couple of editors and just tell them what to do and call it a day and they leave me the fuck alone, then I'll be fucking fine. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can focus on other shit and just give them a gameplay and just call it a day.
Right.
Like here, edit this. And I tell them what I want to be edited and call it a day. Or try to find the funny moments or what you believe are the funny moments, or vice versa, or some other, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like having
we'll talk about editing, like who's gonna edit what later. But I have offered you many times, like, a package.
I get that, but
it's a really good price.
I know, but I know it's not gonna last forever because you have school. And right now you're not in school because it's winter break. And that's not going to last for a whole year because it's just not. Because I'm not that naive or dumb or stupid.
Well, if I'm editing, like, your video content for your other channels you're not focusing on, right? Or, like, for even just NOScast, right? That would be a benefit, right?
Yeah.
You don't do NOScast that much. Like, once a month is our goal for NOScast, isn't it?
For the New Year's resolution, yes. Once a month, which I'm fine with that.
And once a month isn't that bad.
No, it's not that bad. But not stream funny moments and is it matters how many times I stream throughout the whole.
Remember my pricing structure. Remember for your editing. It's based on how many. After 3 videos, it's pretty consistent price, like, per video.
Which is what?
The 3 video. So
what's the bundle again?
$20 for the bundle of 3 videos.
Yes.
Right? So 20 divided by 3. So that's about, like, $6 a video. So,
but the whole thing is the whole thing is $20 though, right?
Yeah, if I do, so you pay $20, you get 3 videos guaranteed. You get 3 videos loaded up, so it's pretty much $6 a video. If you know what I mean?
Yes. Exactly. Which at the same time, if I put funny moments into play, that's a lot of fucking videos. Which
so, like, it's just not, like, pick and choose where you're needing an editor, because you're doing some editing. It's not getting rid of completely your editing. I'm not a full-blown It's
No.
it's to help ease you up. Because you're
Exactly.
streaming, you're not editing at all.
No, I'm
So
just
that's like the easiest thing. You saying you focusing on that is basically you just streaming more and more and more.
exactly. I'm just streaming more and more and more, which at the same time it comes at a full circle
Because if you
of
saying even at your same pace right now, you'd be able to make it to your goal.
exactly.
So
Yes.
you wouldn't need to be, and you're only doing like 3 hours on average,
Yes.
which is quite a while. But it's no editing; it's just a 3 hour raw.
Yeah, 3 hour raw. That's not including me taking a piss or having to go take a shit, which doing those doing those Among Us games.
Uh huh.
Once like people are like started. I'm like, bruh, the game just ended, and you want to play it like you want to like I like sometimes I just want to chill out. Even though Among Us isn't that stressful, but at the same time it does get like pretty heated. Like trying to figure out who the imposter is and shit. It gets
Yeah.
fucking like crazy sometimes. So like after a game, because some games just go on for like just keep going because no one can figure out who the fucking people just want to skip and because they can't figure it out. So it just goes on and on and on and on. And then once the game ends, I'm like, fuck, I want to just chill a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But everyone's just like,
Right. Right.
start it. So like, I
Well, you're
get,
so like if you're focusing on Among Us, you're so fresh in that like you're scared that if you were to like, make them wait for a little bit, people would just start leaving.
well, it's not even people, it's people in the game. I feel like the people in the stream won't leave. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the people in the
Right.
stream won't leave, but people in the game, which, to be honest, the people in the stream I care about most, and the people that are just in the game, just not watching my stream.
Right.
They just
Right.
wanna,
Like
they just want, and then they'll, if you don't start right when they tell them, they'll leave. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and more people join. Like
And more people
cycle.
join, and then more people leave, and more people
If
join.
you have if you're let's say you have like most of your lobby is filled with people, or you have enough of a lobby to play a game filled with people and like in your stream.
Mm-hmm.
And like they're let's say you're playing a lot of games with them and you just say I have to go to the bathroom, and then people that are not watching the stream are saying start it. And it's like I'm going to the bathroom real quick. You'll still have enough people when you come back. Most likely you'll still have enough people to play a game.
Exactly. And like people
so
in the shit would be like, "Hey, the host went to go take a piss. Like, chill the fuck out." Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they just want to start it. Like, some of them like, "Just fucking start it." Like, you know, it's like they literally like start fucking screaming at me in the chat. I'm like, bruh, I can't go take a piss. Like, damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just want to fucking play. And if you don't fucking start it, they'll fucking like leave and whatnot. And it's like, damn, like, it kind of gets a little crazy because, like, I kind of want to take a 5 minute chill pill. You know what I'm saying? To recollect myself, to, and then we can start again. Nah, they want to fucking just go.
well, like if you're doing that like every match, then I can see where they're like, oh come on, I'm trying to play this game. Like, I mean, there are people that are definitely like, if you're paying attention to the YouTube chat or like the chat and the chat's popping, then some more people might understand.
Well, that's why, like, when I had to go take a piss, I told people in the YouTube chat, and people in the YouTube chat went to the Among Us chat, like, hey, the dude went to go take a piss. He'll be back. Like, chill the fuck out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of, like, it gets crazy because people just want to fucking, like, if I have to go take a shit, I can't go take a shit because people, they just want to keep going. They want to keep going. So it's like, fuck, like, I gotta pick my poison of, like, should I just go take a piss real quick or do I want to go take a shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, I don't need to take a shit because I kind of just wait till I go to work and then I go take a shit. But at the same time, like as of right now, like, as we're speaking, it's building up, like, I gotta go take a shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like,
Yeah.
I don't know why on I don't know why when I'm doing a NOScast, I end up having to go take a shit. Like, I don't know why.
You have like the nervous shits. You get nervous when you do a NOScast.
It's not that I get nervous. It's just like, because I took a shit before we went on the NOScast. I took a shit. And I haven't ate anything after. And now I gotta go take another shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's, like you said, nervousness or whatever. Or like, because when I'm playing the game, like, I don't have to go take a shit. Or if I do, like, I kind of just ignore it. And then it goes away after. So I don't know if it's...
Do you feel you get nervous?
To be honest, I don't know.
You don't know? It's like, I just know I have to take a shit.
I just know I gotta take a shit. You know what I'm saying? I just know I gotta take a shit. So it's just like, well, fuck, man. Like...
Well, before we get off and let you go take your shit...
Because I do gotta take a shit, but...
There is news. Des said that people would agree to go play Party Animals.
You were talking to them while you were in the... You were literally talking to them? Chatting with them or whatever?
Yeah. So,
oh my god, you make me sound like a bitch.
What do you mean?
You make me sound like such a bitch. Oh my god.
Well, I was talking just to Des, like, so it's not in the group chat, so... Only
what did you talk to Des about?
Well, I said, give me some pros. So, like, I was trying to talk you into getting the game, like, that one game. I was like, talk me into some pros. Like, give me some pros into why. And she pretty much said, like, oh, it's a fun group game. Like, it's scary. Shit.
You were asking, give me some pros to convince me to get this game. Is that what?
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
And then you brought up something about what happened to Party Animals. So I asked her what happened to Party Animals, and then she said, I don't know. I'm gonna bring it up, like, to like having like a rotation on games. So like we change up the games we play. And they're like, yeah, everybody agreed. So.
Okay. You make me sound like a bitch, though. I ain't gonna lie.
How do I make you sound like a bitch? Like,
because you're like, how can I convince Nos to fucking, or did you say Nos or Jacob?
I think I said Nos.
Okay. How do I convince Nos to fucking get whatever this fucking game's called? Fucking
Lethal Company.
Lethal Company. How do I convince Nos to get Lethal Company? Well, it's a fun game with friends and.
He said, haha, it's funny, comedic timing, low key scary, which is fun. More fun with more people because you're less worried about dying. But yeah, because when you're by yourself, you're like most likely gonna die. And then I said, if he's on the fence, ask what happened to Party Animals. Destiny said, no clue. Trent has a short attention span. I want to recommend doing like a game schedule if we can get a word in ever. Okay, and then she said, I proposed, got good feedback on it. What did he say? They agreed.
Like, I do want to come back. It's just, I don't know, I got into my due diligence or whatever.
You were getting frustrated with whatever we were doing. And you're like, fuck this shit.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't know. I overthink things sometimes. Like my girlfriend. She overthink things.
Oh shit. Yeah. I would think, yeah. Like, I mean, yeah. Do a Party Animal stream or something.
You know, how would they feel if my streamer or my viewers wanted to join in on Party Animals?
I think they wouldn't mind.
We'll just ask them.
We'd probably gang up on you on your viewers.
They'll probably gang up on you and your viewers, you said?
Yeah, we'll probably gang up on you and your viewers.
That's not fun.
You said that sounds like fun?
That's not fun. Like, come on now. Like, don't do that.
No, like, you actually start getting a lot of viewers. Like, and let's say we do private matches and you have viewers enough to make you your own team. It would be us versus you and your viewers.
Oh, then okay, I see what you mean.
So it would be like football. Your viewers and you versus us.
I see what you mean. I see what you mean, man. I see what you mean.
Would you be down for that?
Yeah, I'll be down for that, for surely.
Or like that one slingshot, like the one game where you slingshot bombs across the river.
I like that. I kind of like that one. It gets a little weird sometimes.
Do you like the balloon one?
Yeah, what's the balloon one? Oh yeah, the blue one. Yeah, I like the blue one for sure.
Where you have to drag the balloon.
Yeah, I like the blue one for surely.
That one's fucking annoying. It's like so stressful.
I like that one for surely.
That one's so stressful. What about the zap ball?
I don't know about that one for sure. I don't know about
the
that
gravity one.
Yeah, I like the gravity one. The gravity one's cool. It gets annoying sometimes though. But like,
yeah,
I feel like do the gang or do fuck, I can't talk for shit. Do a lot of them play Fortnite too, or is it just you, Dez, and Trent?
It's usually me, Dez, Trent. That's like the main trio, and then sometimes Trent's brother comes in.
Because if you can get them to get Fortnite too, like, if we can, like, one day we'll
Fortnite?
Yeah.
We've been playing Fortnite.
Because I want to do more, like, the party shit in Fortnite than playing Battle Royale and shit, to be honest.
Yeah, we played, obby, like, the obstacle courses and shit. Like, we done, like, the prop hunt.
We should try playing, like, the party shit in Minecraft, too. Also, like,
yeah, we've done that too. Did you ever play with us, like on the racing, the B racing?
I think so. I think
you played B racing. I don't think you played B racing.
I don't know. To be sure, I don't know. I think I've did it on the Minecraft server, like on the Xbox one, but I don't know if I did it on regular shit.
That one I've only ever seen on Realms.
Okay, I don't know then for surely, but we should have a mixture of like games, like party games, like Fortnite.
Which Minecraft is full of them. Like we could probably do that zombie mod. Remember that zombie mod we did?
Yeah, like Minecraft, party animals, Fortnite. We should get Gang Beasts too. Like fuck it, Gang Beasts should be one. But if they don't want to get Gang Beasts, fuck it.
It's on Game Pass. They have Game Pass.
Then they should get Game Beasts. But they're like, well, the mechanics are a lot harder. Fuck it. But
I don't think
it's cross-platform between PC through Xbox. It is. It's just not PlayStation. I don't think PC can play with PlayStation users. I think Xbox and PlayStation users can play, but I don't PC and PlayStation users can play. I'm not totally sure. I forget how because my friend plays PlayStation, and we be talking about Game Beasts, and we. So
what's this new NOS arcade game you're doing?
So that's just campaign.
Of what? Like of what game? Halo?
Not even just Halo, just different. I did Lost Planet. I know one of them is Lost Planet.
But the most recent one, the newest one you're doing, the one that you haven't edited yet.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Which I'm in the middle of editing that one right now, to be honest. I'm in the middle.
So Horizon Zero Dawn, do you think it'd be out like within the next 2 months, 3 months?
Yes, for surely, but I just have to put
no later than 3 months.
Probably no later than 3 months, but I just have to put my energy into it, which
you can still, like, if that's your timeline, you can put most of your energy into this as long as you don't ignore it till the last minute.
Which Lost Planet I finished.
If you just put a little bit of effort into it over the 3 month period, then it would be just only a little bit of effort into it over time.
The campaign of Lost Planet I finished. The campaign of I just have to edit the rest of it. I've already uploaded a lot of Lost Planet. There's still some videos on there that's privated that I haven't uploaded yet.
But Little Big Planet?
I have not did Little Big Planet yet. Lost Planet. You know the game Lost Planet? They made 3 games of it.
I don't know. I might.
Well, they have 3 games, and I've beat one of them, and I've started.
You should do like a game of Fable. Like that's. Have you ever played Fable?
Well, yes and no. I feel like Fable's gonna be too hard for me, to be honest.
Fable would be too hard for you?
I feel like Fable would be too hard for me.
Dude, if I can get my 360 working, I would hop on Fable. Or if I can find, like... Because I might know where next, because we had 2 Xbox Ones, and like the power supply is bad because the cat peed on it. So if I can get a new one, then I might be able to play some Fable 3 with you. I can help you with Fable 3.
Holy shit! It's almost 7 o'clock.
I might, if it's on the cloud, I might be able to help on the cloud.
You should be able to hop on the cloud. Isn't Fable on the Game Pass PC edition?
Yeah, it's an Xbox exclusive. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, then you should just play it on PC then. Fuck you. But I don't know if it's cross-platform though. It should be cross-platform between Xbox.
I'm pretty sure if it's cloud, then it's gonna be the Xbox. I'll be playing on a cloud Xbox.
Okay.
Because the cloud streaming is all on Xbox stuff, like specifically Xbox. You can't even do it without an Xbox controller.
Interesting. Yeah, so like Assassin's Creed, I want to get into. I wanna beat Horizon Zero Dawn. Record that and beat it and then edit it and then upload it. I want to get more into playing like campaigns and whatnot. It's just as of right now, like NOS streams is like booming. So like,
yeah, get the NOS streams up. I mean, you can get people over there from your NOS streams.
Yeah.
And getting people over there will help boost that up in the long term. Like you don't have to put most of your focus in on it. But I would say like if you make it a goal to get that video up and edited by the next 3 months, like I'd say that's still like quite a long time, but that's basically letting you be as lazy as possible. Like
well, I have a video edited for Horizon Zero Dawn. I already have a video edited. I just haven't uploaded because I was trying to edit the other Horizon Zero Dawn videos, and then I was gonna start uploading them.
So how many do you have to edit?
One.
So you have one ready to go.
Yes.
Which you don't have to release yet, but like if you have that second one ready to go by the next 3 months.
Yeah.
By the next 3 months. I still think that's a long ass time because it's probably gonna take you one time sitting for like a couple hours. But like you could probably split that up in like several sessions. Like if it would take you 6 hours to do it.
Well, let's put it like this. It takes like it takes me a little bit to edit a NOScast. A couple hours.
Right.
Then you have to sit there.
When you're in the editing software, right, you can save your project before you export it, right?
I think so.
So you can save it. So you can like edit portions of it, save the project, and like do a little bit later. Because you usually do it all in one sitting, don't you?
Well, yeah, because like I'm in the groove, so I'm like, fuck, I'm just do it all in one sitting.
And you can, and being in the groove's not a big deal, but sometimes like you have to know when enough is enough. Like if you're trying to do multiple things, if you're trying to balance, which as you grow you're gonna find, like especially the way you're trying to do it with multiple channels versus only having one channel. Because if you only had one channel, then you only have one.
Which, like you said, if I had a multiple editors, then it would be like no issue whatsoever.
Which I can help you. I can probably do, like if you want me to do multiple channels, I can probably do a video for one channel a month. So I'd be able to handle 2 channels for you, but 1 video a month for channel for that $6 for that base $20 price.
Which I would feel like NOScast would be like one I would want you to do then.
NOScast is one. You think NOS streams is something you don't even need to edit it.
No,
but do you think you would still find the time to do editing?
Yeah, of course. Like I'll figure out.
Is there anything you imagine doing yourself, editing wise?
This NOScast I'm doing right now.
I'm not talking because you want me to do NOScast for the future. I'm not talking about this exact moment.
Okay. NOS Arcade would be one too.
That you want to focus on yourself, or for me to do?
Well, a little bit of both. Like.
Okay, so it'd be like per assignment, because that's how I'm imagining it.
Yes.
I'm like, giving you like a slot for that value. I'm giving you a slot for 3 videos a month.
NOS Funny Moments is
something pretty much.
NOS streams Funny Moments is basically based off of NOS streams. It's just you're taking clips of it and making it to a funny moment subject.
So do you think if I did Nostream's funny moments, if I can speak. If I did that, like if I found funny moments within Nostreams, or do you think that's all you? So you upload Nostreams. Nostreams doesn't take any editing effort, but you want to primarily focus on Nostreams. Do you think Nostreams funny moments would be like a good branch for Nostreams? So that you
yeah, like I feel like
so that wouldn't be me. That would be all you for that.
Well, Nos Clips is a branch off of Nostreams too, and OMG's Nos is also a branch off of Nostreams also, because you take a clip, because I want to OMG's Nos, which was Nostreams, and now I made OMG's Nos as its own thing, is if I go, like, let's say I play a Call of Duty or Apex or whatever shooter of whatever the fuck, something of a game, and let's say I go off. Okay, I want to clip that and post that into OMG's Nos. Nos Clips is more like if I get a 3-piece, if I get a quad, if I get a merciless, if I get a whatever the fuck, I put that into it. But OMG's Nos is like 47-7, domination, Maul for 3, so on and so forth. You know, A, B, C, and D. That's what OMG's Nos would be. But
I think you're a little too strict on how you imagine this going in the future, because like you're going to end up spreading yourself too thin.
Well, that's why if I had,
I remember you doing those type of videos, and I told you to grow away from those type of videos.
Nos Clips.
No, like your OMG It's Nos videos where you just did the 35, like where you did a lot of those.
The 47-7 type shit.
Yeah. I was like, that's good, but you need to grow, like you need to evolve, and I think you've evolved, and I think you found a niche here for sure with the Among Us, which really, if you realize it, you're literally communicating with the community, because you're getting people in from the game into the video, so you're directly communicating with the community with that game.
Exactly.
So anything you can do that with, and like once you build the community, then you're pretty much just your own persona at that point, where it doesn't matter what you're playing. Like as long as but you got to communicate with people. You got to communicate with the people watching.
That's why I'm trying to get them into the Discord to make it a community. Which I was trying to do with the Battlefield 4 server shit, trying to get that shit popping, and that fucking went south real quick. Like it didn't do shit. Like no one even got into that server. It was dead.
You're no longer paying for that, are you?
No, I'm not longer. I just gave up on that. Which, eventually, I want to go back into that and make that an actual thing. But I can't seem to get the Battlefield 4 on PC to work properly. For some reason, the controls just get all wanky.
I think you fucked it up with the Steam controls. I think you just fucked it up with the Steam controls.
Because when I played Battlefield 4 on the PC on my laptop, it was working just fine. And then
yeah, but you didn't have Steam controls set up on there, did you?
No, I didn't.
So I think it's just the Steam controls messing it up.
I don't know, because I don't know how to delete save data.
It's not that important now, but you can figure that out. That's like for the Steam controls.
Well, okay, I don't know how to delete the save data for Battlefield 4. Like, just to wipe it off of the computer in general. Because I think the game's data is on cloud, right? It's not on a drive. It's on cloud, right?
Like your level? Like your
player level, everything. Like,
that's not on your computer.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's on a cloud. And if I can figure out... Because when Counter-Strike 2... When CSGO 2 updated the game, it deleted the whole data, where I was able to play, like my screen went back to normal. It was functional again. So if I can somehow delete the data for Battlefield 4 Cloud, where it just wipes it all, and because I'm only rank
wipes
1.
Your account.
Yeah.
Why do you want to wipe your account? You're only rank 1. Why do you want to wipe it?
So I can restart all over again, so I don't have to because I literally cannot, even on the freaking
So
the mouse and keyboard.
To whatever account. That's linked to whatever account you built it with.
Which is EA.
Like, that's your account. Yeah. Which pretty much would mean you'd have to buy the game again.
Well, actually, no. I never bought the game for EA Play. I was able to.
You bought it on Steam.
I bought it on Steam. Yes.
But
which in my head, I thought, well, if I get on Steam.
But it forces you to play it on EA Play.
Yes.
So it's linked. The game key is linked to an EA Play account.
Exactly.
The question is, can you unlink it? Because I don't think you can link that key to another EA Play account. If you can unlink it, then maybe you can, but I think it's linked to that EA Play account.
Exactly. But back to what I was saying, I want to make an audience, or make a fair or for sure audience, to be able to make a Battlefield 4 server. You know what I'm saying?
So how many do you think you need? Like, if you had 500 people watching you on, like, the regular, like, not watching on the regular, but, like, if you had 500 subscribers, do you think that's enough?
Probably, yeah. This is what I want.
Do you think 500 subscribers is enough?
Well, you only need 64 players in a lobby.
Right, but 500 subscribers, remember, doesn't mean 500 people regularly watching.
Exactly. Exactly. But at the same time, I want to be able to get to the point where I can say I'm going to get on Battlefield 4 and 64 players fucking come and play on Battlefield 4. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want.
You got to build your presence.
Exactly. So if I go back on Xbox One, or Series X, my bad. If I go back on the Series X, make a Battlefield 4 server, spend the $50, put my shit in, say, here's my PayPal, or here's my whatever the fuck.
Donate. But then what if everybody's saying they want to play it from the PlayStation? Would you go and make a PlayStation server?
Well, I don't have a PlayStation, so I couldn't. But eventually, I would get to that point where I'll buy a PS3. No, a PS4, because Battlefield 4 was next gen shit. A PS4.
It was also on. It
was on 360, but it was only 24 players or some shit. It was nowhere near. Which, to be honest, like.
But I doubt, like, most people, like, the 360 is 2 gens old, right?
Exactly, but I doubt people would really, like, go from the Xbox 360 or PS3 and literally play Battlefield 4 on there. I doubt it. But, not saying it won't happen, but I doubt it. But, at the same time, if I can get a for sure audience that will follow me to whatever game I'm playing and want to play with me, I can make something happen with Battlefield 4 and make another commission into making a server and have people donate and keep going. And let's say I can make another server and make another server and make another server and, you know, be able to have my own community, for say, into Battlefield 4. You know what I'm saying? Because I made a Discord for it. It's just dead, basically. So, that being said, I would probably have to make, like, probably a website with it to make that server into.
What would you call the website? omg.nos.com?
No, I'll probably. If I'm like if that ever came to play, okay, I'll probably separate that server. Maybe, I don't know. I probably won't make it, because if I did make my own website, I'll probably make that website totally different to it, where it's its own thing.
You could probably link it to a Discord server.
Exactly.
You could link a website to a Discord server, and
yeah, which if I can do that, then like I can, like, you know, and then I can do Battlefield 4 PC and link that into play and make its own server with that. And that you can have a variation of, you know, whatever the fuck, and people will donate to that also. You know what I'm saying?
So you make a website specifically for your Battlefield server?
Well, I will make a website for different servers that I'm making for other games.
So you have websites for different servers. So like, would you have a Minecraft server website if you did Minecraft?
Well, I would connect.
For your mode.
I would. So this website will be all one server thing. So like, it will have the Battlefield 4 server, and plus it would have like Xbox.
So you'd have the main website. Would it be NOS's Playground?
Sure, we'll go with that. That'll be actually NOS's Playground. And
or do you like to imagine like you making your website like a theme park?
Yeah. So I have like Battlefield 4, and let's say like the maze comes into tuition. In the maze, I make a server for that, and you know, do that and to play. Like, it makes it its own community. It makes it where like I can have other funding coming in.
Could you imagine having your own game made for you on Roblox? Like a game that's specifically for your audience?
Yeah. I don't know how I would make it though.
You don't know how you would make it?
No.
You would do Roblox. You would do a Roblox.
I would do a Roblox server. Yeah, I would do a Roblox server. Definitely. I would because I feel like I would definitely
try. Would you do something like Battlefield on Roblox? That's definitely been done. It's really cool. I like it a lot.
I would do something like that too. I've definitely played something like that on Roblox per se. It's actually pretty fun. But that's a way that I don't know how to do it because you know how to do that more than I do.
Right. I'm just saying for like a what if, like if you had your own server for that. And
that's,
you had like
to connect with my community even more, that's what I would do.
Anything you can do to do like stuff that you can do where like they can come in and just enjoy it with you.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you're so fresh. Like people are gonna be wanting to be mods. Like you get popular enough, and you can start getting people helping you out just from that.
Well, yeah, like that's what I would do to commute with my to commute with my audience even more to make that come into play. You know what I'm saying? Where my audience doesn't just know me as a Among Us player. Let's go as like they know me as someone else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you just to eventually take that risk into like not just focusing on Among Us.
Like I eventually want to get into like Battlefield 3 on PC. I don't know if I'll do it on 360 because in PlayStation.
I mean, as the game ages, the less and less it becomes. But like as you get more popular, then like you can make sure it stays likely.
Well, yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like,
because if you're very popular, then you can get people to buy games just by saying you want to play it.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. As in, if I get into Battlefield 3 on PC, because I feel like 360 and PlayStation would just be like, I don't think no one's gonna go into those consoles and get them out dusty just to fucking play on those servers. Like,
yeah, as every day they become more and more rare now.
Yeah, so I feel like PC would be something I would most likely probably get into, and maybe like, I don't know, do a Mom for 2 server, also get that shit popping, maybe too. Like,
do like a Bedrock Minecraft server?
Huh?
Would you do like a Bedrock Minecraft server? Or would you just do
a better? I don't know. Like to be honest, the Minecraft, I have to think about what I might do with that because I want to get my maze into tuition too. I just don't know how I would.
And the maze is also a lot of work because you don't have any like plan for it. You just do it.
Yeah, which that's why I want to try to get Dez in to help me out with that.
Well, don't blow him off. Then maybe like, because she's not just gonna do it because you want her to. You gotta like get her to like want to come help you with it.
Exactly.
Which like you just have to participate.
Which sometimes I get lazy and bored and don't want to participate.
Oh, I feel it.
And I just have her just help me out and just build it. You know what I'm saying? Which
you got World Edit.
Which I've kind of lost how to do that for say because it's been so long, to be honest. Like I told you, I go periods without. I don't touch the maze. And
This is not much of a world edit person.
Which that's fine. She could do that all herself. Like, you know.
She does. She has used world edit. Like, remember the mall and stuff we did.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she did some world edit in there, but she's more of like because she does decoration. She makes stuff look pretty.
Yeah, and I'm totally fine with that.
On like forming walls and stuff for like an area, and told her to make the area like decorated a certain area, like a certain. She might be able to do that, but like if you make it huge, then it might be forever. But she does do some world edit. Like she can copy, like because if she makes like a small little section and she can copy and paste it through the walls and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. So, like, I don't know, like, I definitely feel like the tires are turning as of right now.
You're a tired turning turner?
No. I feel like as of right now my tires are turning. But who knows what will happen next. You know what I'm saying?
You'll figure it out. You'll get, like, just keep doing. Don't spread yourself too thin. Don't get too balled up and stressed out with Among Us, because I know that's not what you want to always do.
No.
But I know where you're popping right now. So, like, yeah, I'd say for, like, the short term, you can focus on it, but try to move your like, popularity around to, like, other areas. And you have the ability to just, like, advertise yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, other platforms through, like, if somebody comes watching NOS stream, you can advertise your other, like, through, like, the description and stuff like that.
Yeah, I do that through the description. Everything I've advertised, I've done it through the description. But that's if they go through the description and look at it. Like,
you could also do, like, end of video cards, like, once it's like no longer a stream, or like you can do inserts, like it's no longer a stream, so you can go back to it once it's like fully processed and put into it.
Yeah, most likely. But
and that would be a form of advertisement, because you're saying not everybody's watching it live from what we've seen.
Like, it kind of just like I said, it varies between shit, to be honest. It just varies between what's happening.
Yeah.
So, like, I kind of just, like, to be honest, this NOScast has gone longer than I really wanted to go on. So it's like, I'm just keep going now. But I was planning to do, like, a live stream, but I guess now that's kind of debunked.
I think you're done anyway if you want to.
Well, we're still talking, so I just kind of just kept on going, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just to get, for content, I guess. But I guess we are done, to be honest.
Yeah,
and I have to take a shit. I've been holding this in for this very, very long time. But is there anything else you want to say to the viewers before we clock this out?
No, I mean, just keep building, man. I'm proud you're finally seeing some major growth compared to previous years. Like, you still have a long way to go. You got a lot to learn from, like, your moments, like, now. Like, if you can gather as much information as you can to figure out what you can do. And it might be a fluke, it might be exactly what you're looking for.
Alrighty. My viewers might be upset at me because I didn't live stream today, but they'll get over it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, we've been talking circles for a little bit. We should have gotten off a little sooner.
That is true, but it's okay. It's whatever. It is what it is. That's that. Peace out, Girl Scout.